What are spat and oyster farming? Have you ever wondered what happens to those tiny oysters before they become the delicious seafood we enjoy? Let's talk about spat and oyster farming and their importance in marine life and coastal ecosystems. Spat are the young oysters that have just finished their larval stage. This stage is a big deal because it marks the transition from being free-swimming larvae to settled juvenile oysters. The journey begins when oyster larvae develop through various stages, including the veliger and pediveliger phases. Once they are ready, they search for a suitable surface to attach to. This could be other oyster shells or specially prepared surfaces. When they successfully attach, they are called spat. These spat are essentially tiny oysters that have just transformed from larvae. They are mostly male at this stage and grow quickly. In warmer waters, they can reach sexual maturity in just a few months. Interestingly, some oysters can change sex during their life cycle, which adds another layer to their fascinating biology. In oyster farming, spat are collected or cultivated in hatcheries before being moved to farming sites. There are two main methods used in oyster farming. The first is bottom culture, where spat settle and grow on the seafloor or existing oyster beds. The second is off-bottom culture, where spat are grown in controlled environments like cages, trays, or ropes that are suspended in the water. Both methods relying on spat attaching securely to surfaces to grow into mature oysters. From the perspective of marine life, spat and the oysters they develop into play essential roles in coastal ecosystems. Oysters are filter feeders, which means they help clean the water by filtering out phytoplankton and other particles. This process improves water quality, benefiting the entire ecosystem. Oyster beds formed by spat and growing oysters also provide habitat and protection for various marine organisms. They help stabilize sediments and protect shorelines from erosion. Additionally, oysters contribute to carbon sequestration by binding carbon in their shells, which helps combat climate change and ocean acidification. In summary, spat are the foundational juvenile oysters in oyster farming. They representing the stage right after larvae settle and attach to surfaces. Their growth and survival are vital for both aquaculture production and the health of estuarine and coastal ecosystems. Understanding spat is key to appreciating the role oysters play in our oceans and the benefits they provide to our environment.